Yo, what is going on, guys? So, ever since the pandemic, webcams literally blew up. Obviously, this was because people needed it for Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and so on and so forth. Not just that, but webcams are also important for streamers and streaming anything on social media. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing one of the most impressive webcams that I've come across. But before I even get into this little piece of magic, just make sure you Emeet the subscribe button and you press it to oblivion. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Emeet StreamCast One. Now, this, of course, is a webcam that you can use for pretty much anything. So just starting off with the basics, looking at this straight up, it looks like a camcorder, and it's much bigger than just average webcam, and at the same time it's also much heavier than ordinary webcams. It's just under 0.6 pounds, so it's going to be convenient for portability. If you look at the bottom, it can be screwed onto a tripod instead. Now, I don't know if your laptop has like a screw on it that can screw it on top there. Maybe it does. If so, then you can put it on your laptop, but unfortunately this more so goes on to like tripods and camera stands. At the top there's a magnet for a microphone that does come included in the case, and the microphone itself, it comes with a windbreaker. And this mic, it's more so garnered for streamers and for people that want to be able to use it also as lavalier mic. It can be used for close range when it's on top of the microphone, and for long distance, say you want to get away from the microphone but still want to record good audio quality from your voice, and then you can clip it onto your collar and talk to the camera from a distance. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't have microphones built in. It has two built-in microphones. Now, at the front, the lens is an f2.2 aperture 3mm camera, and before proceeding, at the back there's a micro SD card which you can use to store footage. There's also an aux cord, and then there's a USB-C cord, and it is a high quality material. Now, the only thing is I wish that it actually did have a lens protector instead of just relying on the case to be able to protect the camera. And also, you can use it on the Emeet app. The app just offers more things that make it a little more versatile. Now, this is more like a central hub where you can control not just one camera but up to 3 cameras. It allows you to control things like input video quality, the latency, and just the basic things that will help you when you're live streaming. Now, the cool thing also is the cameras can connect to the app as well wirelessly. Now, to do this, you're gonna have to use Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and not only that, but the app is gonna have to know your exact location. After that, you will be connected, and to be honest, it's a very cool feature once you get using the app in combination with the cameras. After connecting it to the app, it actually does retain quality and visual quality when using the app, but the only thing is there is a slight delay. I'd say about 2, maybe 3 seconds. Now, I don't know if that is dependent on the type of Wi-Fi you have, because that might affect connection, or just in general, that's just how it is. So using this wirelessly, it'll last you about 8 hours. And at the same time also, if you're going to be using it for business meetings, for example, it's going to be long enough to last you through that, unless you have like business meetings that go like 10 hours or something. Now, the camera, as I mentioned, it's a 1080p full HD camera, and it also has 7 layers of lenses in between. You can use the cameras for multicam streaming. Now, the maximum number of cameras you can use is only 3, which kind of makes sense in keeping everything uncluttered. I mean, if you have more than that, then it's just gonna get crazy, the amount of angles you can use. So now we've covered all that, let's get on to the quality aspects of the camera. So, as I mentioned before, it's a 90-degree full HDR camera, and I'm also using it along with the microphone with the windbreaker, just so the audio can come at you raw. So the positives about this camera is that it allows you to store storage on 2 different mediums. So you can store it on your micro SD, or you can store it on your cell phone. And also, it's compatible with multiple platforms just as long as it's camera compatible. So you can use it on Google Hangouts, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, just as long as it's camera compatible. It's also one of the benefits of multi-camera streaming, as I mentioned, that it's compatible on the app, is that it at least gives you versatility and creativity in how you can record your video. And also, this does have a Sony sensor integrated, so it's going to have more light value in the pixel, just going to make everything look more crisp and just overall much better to look at. So my final verdict on this camera is get it if you can. Now, of course, these are not cheap. Emeet does make some pricey cameras, but this one is of really great quality. Now, it's versatile in how, as I mentioned already, it's versatile in how you can use it when it comes to the app, or just overall how you can use it if you want to have a multi-camera setup. It's also convenient because because it doesn't require any software downloads. Of course, you can use the app, but that's optional, and you can just use it wired for whatever device medium you want to use. In my personal opinion, I think it's a high-end camera and the quality is good and it's very reliable. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to gauge yourself at what metric you're on. If you're a beginner or a professional, regardless of where you're on there, I think it's a really helpful camera and it's a really good quality. You're just gonna have to be the judge of what it's gonna be useful to you for. But at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. I'm JDJ, and I'm out.